Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Just finishing a morning gym workout, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something that some people saying, "Oh my goodness, John, I can't believe you're driving and doing a recording at the same time. Oh my goodness!" Shut the fuck up, all right? Shut the fuck up. I want to talk to you guys about see, I'm not looking at the camera. Actually, yes I am. No I'm not. Yes I am. No I'm not. Yes I am. I'm gonna get trolled so much on this video, I don't care. I want to talk to you guys about don't let fear control you. And I know that's easier said than done, but you guys that have been watching my videos for the last few weeks, you've been seeing what I've been going through as a process to get myself right, to get myself on track when it comes to moving forward. And the very first thing that you notice this last few weeks is that I got to a point where I got raw and I got real with myself. And I actually did it on the camera. I didn't realize I was going to get that raw and that real with myself. And what I mean by that is this, is that if you know you're going through life and you're blaming other people and you're saying this is the blah blah, all this sort of stuff, whatever, and you're not getting the result, but you know you can, you know you're truly potential, you know you're truly capable of achieving a lot more, but you're not, and you just need to go through this mundane day to day. I think the first thing by not letting fear control you is just by being real with yourself and saying, what are these fears and what are they doing right now and how are they controlling me? And by doing that, the very first step to breaking through and not letting your fears control you is, I guess, by going through a process that I showed you guys a few days ago. If you guys didn't watch it, go back and watch the video that I did a few days ago. Where, yeah, I literally went through a whole process where I literally broke down and I said how fucking pathetic is this and stuff like that. I did it all there on the camera, and that was literally a turning point for me. It really, really was, because I've noticed ever since then, I've gotten to the raw, I've gotten to the, I literally went deep into my soul, into my heart, into my gut, into my spirit, and to really dig deep and say, okay, what's really going on? And for me to show you guys that on camera was one, it's definitely a vulnerable thing to do. But secondly, I noticed after that time when I broke down, I started to cry. I started saying how fucking pathetic this is, you know, and so on and so forth. And I was being raw and real with myself. You know, it was no longer like, oh, well, it's okay. Oh, well, it just didn't work out. Oh, well, that's not for me. No, fuck that shit. Seriously. If you seriously want to achieve something in life, or you want to start moving forward towards a direction, the first thing is being real with yourself. Like, let's be absolutely honest and raw with ourselves. Otherwise, we can't move forward. And I'm finding that ever since I went through that process of just being raw and being real with myself and saying, how fucking pathetic is this? That I'm not moving forward because this thing over here, fear, which is not even real anyway, is fucking controlling me. And even to this day, I think, oh my goodness. And every day I get up, I still have those fears there. But I don't, it's more building to me now that I keep thinking about that. Don't fucking let this thing over here, don't let this fear control you. Don't let this control you. Don't let fear control you. And ever since then, I've started to feel a lot more clearer. This last few weeks, or the last week especially, I've started to put a lot more pieces to the puzzle about what I really want and where I really want to go. What I wrote down on a piece of paper a week ago is not exactly what I want to do. And there's also the reason why I want to do certain things is because I have a limiting belief around my life. You know, so meaning, like, you know, some people say to me, John, oh well, you know, whatever. So the first thing to actually moving forward to like really start to make progress in your life is firstly Be raw and be real with yourself. Be absolutely real with yourself and say, what's really going on in my life? What am I really doing? What's the results that I'm actually producing? What's really, really going on? And secondly, being raw and being real with yourself and just saying, this is absolutely fucking pathetic. I know I'm truly capable of achieving so much more in my life before they plant me into the ground. That I know I could do so much more. Then the next thing after doing that, just okay, what is it that I truly want? And two of my mentors, a marketing mentor and a trading mentor, all taught me this about writing out if you had a perfect day. If you had a perfect day. So, or maybe like a perfect week anyway. Like on average, what would you like to do? Where would you wake up? What sort of house would you wake up in? What would you do in the morning? What would you do during the day? What would you do in the afternoon? Like if you wrote out your perfect day, what would that look like? Without any limitations or any money or any problems like that. And for me, it's never about buying mansion houses and all that sort of stuff because, yeah, anyway, maybe that's a limiting belief behind me I'm just coming up with now. So anyway, but it's writing out your perfect day, and then when you start to write out your perfect day, if you had no limitations, no like, oh, I can't do that because of my current situations and blah, 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 all that sort of shit. It's like, no, what would your perfect day look like? In other words, what sort of outcome are you after? I think a lot of people, including myself sometimes, we're being busy for being busy, right? Where I think it's important to start saying, okay, I want to be outcome focused. Outcome focused. And if we start to be outcome focused, what is outcomes? Outcomes are milestones or stepping points towards an ultimate goal. Makes sense? So you have a goal. It's like, okay, this is my goal. This is my ultimate outcome. Now, what are the smaller outcomes I need to achieve? I need to start completing to actually ultimately, get to that point. Makes sense? And then start to work way back. It's like, okay, where am I right now? What do I need to start doing today to start moving forward to that? And then, and one of the best things I can say, guys, is when trying to move forward and trying to make things happen, don't try and force it. The more you try and force it, the more you're pushing it away and pushing it away and pushing it away. The more you allow it to come to yourself, and the more you give yourself time just to stop and relax and be grateful and send love to the people you have, and open your heart to receive love and abundance, and do this every day. And you had those quiet times where there's no noise, there's no Facebook, there's no YouTube, there's nothing like that. Even for half an hour, just sitting there and thinking about your life with no noise at all, and just thinking, and really getting to the core root of it. You start to come up with distinctions. You start to listen to the universe, or you start to listen to God. And when you start to listen to the universe, you start to listen to God. It starts to guide you in coming up with ways and coming up with situations to move yourself forward. And when you do that, you actually start to move forward faster by actually slowing down and giving yourself time to think and contemplate about things. Make sense? We all want to push in our life, and we all want to make things happen really, really quickly. And by doing that, by forcing it and trying to rush it, it actually backfires up, and we end up going backwards. So instead of a year from now, you doing, $4,000 a week from trading, you now blew up $50,000 trading account. How do I know that? I've done it 1,000 times. I've done it a lot of times. And every time especially with my trading or anything like that in life, it just happens. So what I mean by that is this, guys, is like, I have found that when you stop and you meditate, people say, oh, meditation, that's bullshit, whatever. Well, yeah, Oprah Winfrey, is she a moron? Is she an idiot? She dedicates her success to meditating and listen to the wisdom listen to the wisdom that the universe is trying to tell her. Ray Dalio, most successful hedge fund trader on the planet. He meditates. He owns his success. So meditation is a major thing. My mentor, who has a $100 million company right now, he says his number one success secret is meditating. So here's the thing. Dr. Wayne Dyer says, when you're trusting in your intuition, your guidance. Now, firstly, how do you actually trust in that? How do you actually listen to that? Be quiet. The Bible says, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I'm sending you messages of how to move forward. So by stopping, calming yourself down, relaxing, and moving forward that way, you can move forward. But when you're trusting in your intuition, when you're trusting that gut feeling, you're trusting in the wisdom that created you. When you trust in yourself, you trust in the wisdom that created you. And so moving forward, guys, and moving forward into that whole process, is that it's important to stop and be still and think about things and contemplate things. It's like, okay, what am I doing, and what's my steps, and what's ultimately going to put this thing together, and what are my ultimate steps I need to do, and what do I absolutely need to do? Like, seriously, if I seriously want to get this goal, seriously want to move forward, what is it? And when you do this day in, day out, you start to get distinction, you start to get insights, you start to get ideas. Like, for example, my health and fitness business, I thought I had to do so much work, but during my meditation yesterday morning, I realized that I can literally, cut 3/4 of my workout because of this, and this, and boom, I moved forward much quicker yesterday because of that. Same with my trading. Something happened to me last night that I thought, wow, yes, I am truly capable of achieving, $300,000-$400,000, $500,000 per month. I'm truly capable of doing that. Now, it might take me a year to get there, or 2 years to get there, but that's okay. And next thing I want to say, guys, is this. Whatever you focus on, you feel. So that's the reason why, guys, I say this, and I can't stress this enough. We try to break through the barriers, and we try to do all this sort of stuff, and we try to achieve, right? We're achievers. But have that foundation of being grateful. How do you truly be happy in life, right? Because our ultimate destination is happiness. How do you truly be happy? By being grateful. How do you actually condition yourself to be grateful? By doing it again and again and again. Every morning, waking up for 5 minutes saying, I'm so thank you. I love you. I'm so grateful. So me right now, my routine is 2.5 minutes by saying I'm grateful for everything: my bed, my roof, my clothes, my lamps, my dressing drawers, my socks, my computer, everything that's in my life right now. I'm so grateful for. And then what I do after that is I simply say, I'm so grateful for these other things in my life that are actually coming to me. The love and abundance, actually, and money and freedom and happiness is coming to me. I do that. Gratitude. When you're grateful, guys, when you're absolutely grateful, and you do this again and again and again and again, you start to become more happier. When you start to become more happier, you attract a lot more success.